Thank you for staying tuned, everybody. This is Kensho's The Art of Gaming review channel on YouTube, and we're going to get into Whisper Mountain 2025, the Outbreak early access version of the game. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it in a debrief before we get into the gameplay and show you the features of what the game has to offer. The game was created in 2025, developed and published by Toad's Productions. Chris Antoni is serving as the game's director. According to the game's Steam page and other reliable sources of information and news and fan forums, Toad's Productions is known for other titles like Coffee Talk and A Space for the Unbound. They created Whisper Mountain Outbreak as their take on the co-op survival horror genre. Reminiscent to games like Resident Evil titles, this game is unique and original not just in its own pixelated art style, but it is scary, intriguing. It does have a unique gameplay. It's different and it differentiates that very well once you open up the game. It's very accessible to controller players if you're trying to use a gamepad, as well as it is to any of the keyboard and mouse players. It has a variable setting of difficulty. You can play as different characters, and they're adding new things to the game all the time. You have customization options for that personalization on a character and their look and style, and there is the sense of having that capability of playing co-op with somebody you like locally. The game is mature. It does show realistic elements of violence, as well as it is some mature scenarios. So parental guidance is advised. We're going to push play in this game. There is a 4-player co-op and a solo campaign. We're going to go with a solo campaign. This game's compatible with your keyboard and mouse controls and your keybind inputs. You could customize your schematics, as well as it is compatible via the Steam app for your gamepads, controllers, Xbox, PlayStation, Pro controllers, Switch, and more. So we have some veteran and nightmare difficulties for those modalities in the near future coming soon, and we have difficulty levels of hollow for beginner players and novice, and the more adept players at normal. We're going to begin the scenario for Outbreak in normal mode. The game does depict themes of gore, violence, blood, so parental advisory, just to be aware that the game does have some mature content. At the beginning of the game, we choose who we want to be. This is one of the operator choices. We could be we got a bodybuilder, security guard, even a firefighter. We could be gymnasts. We could be a police officer, and so there's other choices. For our RNG right now, we are gonna choose what we have available from these 3 choices, and I'm gonna go with a security guard. You'll see here we have a firing range, and we could assimilate what it's like to fire our arm, our weapons, and reload. You can stay there as long as you like. Here we have this target dummy area, and we're going to charge up our swings so we knock down the zombies or monster, and we get to make them more susceptible to damage while they're on the ground. In this pentagram here, we have this zone here where this trigram is, if you will. We have these 3 lanterns, so every time you fail a run, one of the lanterns will shatter. After 3 lanterns are destroyed, it is game over at that point. So we get 3 attempts through a playthrough for a story. We have a wardrobe that we can visit. We'll customize our character here in our wardrobe. We have a variety of things we'll unlock, and it'll be available to us to customize our character in. So all very cool. We will also get a workbench where we can create items, and an item box where we can stow away items for later use. And our workbench allows us to craft various items, increasing our inventory space, even learning new skills like military handbook, the martial arts guide, as well as the fitness and health magazine. And we'll get some choices out of one of these learned skills here, how we can improve our skills for our character playthrough. We'll have a mission hub here at this table. this is where we start our mission, and this is essentially what's left at our base. So we have here no map modifiers. Sometimes there will be one. There's a possible loot item, so we're going to go after this SMG looking fully automatic submachine gun. Might be an MP5 or something. And we're going to grab a target item, bring it back to a transport location. We start off in the parking lot. The designated zone for the classified container is located in the loading dock. And we're going to make our way there by selecting the mission first. And take your time to read the mission briefing if you would like to. Okay, we are actually in the level and we're going to be looking for these 3 gems in particular. It's great that we found one right at the beginning. We're going to start picking up some resources, be mindful of where we are, our surroundings, as well as it is time. Time, because the longer we stay here, zombies could appear, monsters will appear unexpectedly, and we just want to get in and get out. We got collateral. Some of the zombies will be armed. We found a herb that we can heal with, medicinal, and a tonic. We'll take the tonic. We're gonna go through this corridor. We're gonna search some cabinets. Materials don't take inventory space. He's pretending. Pretending zombie, okay. We thought that zombie was dead, but of course they're undead. And for us to get through this locked door and this, we're gonna need a device. Let's scan our room, make sure we don't overlook anything that's important. So this means the gems might be in the courtyard that we're looking for. They're remaining. We're going to drop the yellow line as close to between the mechanism of the device that's spring operated for the line that appears between the gold and silver bar. So we're going to try to get this line to line up with the yellow goldish part and the silver part of the device. Not hitting a zombie with a full charge will take more attempts to accomplish defeating the zombie. And because we're limited on space and we know where we need to be, we're going to have to make some inventory space available. We're going to take a tonic. And we found another gem, so that's cool. That's exactly what we're looking for. We're going to need space for the gem. We're just going to use the herb. We're going to search our surroundings. Okay, doesn't seem to be anything else here of our interest. Just a desk. So we're going to go around the desk. And we're going to want to see if we have all the gemstones. We want to insert them until the wheel lights up. This is a process of elimination. The pattern will change. I'm taking a slower approach to this because we don't want to be surprised. Oh, I made a mistake. Used the herb early. We even got Molotov. Collateral with that swing. Good, good. We're gonna get some company. Like to slow down the zombie with their first initial hit. This is the fuse we need. But we're gonna prepare for our company here. We got a horde approaching. We're gonna make our way out of here. And we're gonna head toward the gate, and we're gonna have to change around the fuses for this device to work so that the circuits are all lined up for electricity to go through where it needs to be in the circuit. Okay, we got it open. That's always a little bit different as well, that challenge on the door lock. Trying to conserve some ammo. We're gonna need to make space for our SMG, and then we're gonna go to our transport. We found the container. Make some room for our SMG. We'll pick up the couple of resources we have available to us. So nothing's around the bend, you know? And we should be good to go from here. Let's hope we can get out of here in one piece. Just in case. I'm gonna just chuck a Molotov. So we're gonna use the Molotov when we get a chance. Oh, wrong way. We gotta get out of here. We're gonna use the Molotov to slow them down. So hopefully that'll be something. Gosh. Alright, we gotta get out of here soon. And I mean, like, real soon. Gotta be off. And our mission is successful. We unlock 2 new locations. Upon completing a level, you'll be given a choice of these locations. We'll show you that in just a moment on the map. And we got the classified container and some contained materials for some loot that we received. And we also get a skill point. So we'll end up back here at our base, and we will go to our workbench, and we can create things. We have the material, so in this case, we're just going to create some more inventory space. We could learn a skill, so we're going to learn military handbook, and we're going to be given 3 random choices here. So we can unlock explosive crafting, unlock attachments for firearms, or we can create the firearms. So we can create whatever firearm we would like. And this is, really up to you. So I'm going to go with gunsmith. And we have the item box with the items that we still had stowed in there from before. So we're going to store away some more items. Make up some inventory space. We'll go to our mission hub and we'll see the unlocked locations for the new areas. Police station with some possible loot items, as well as some possible loot items for the residential area with some modifiers. This objective has to be complete within 10 minutes, whereas this one is just grab the item and bring it back to the transporter vehicle like we did before in the other level. It's just going to be a bit more difficult because the levels get more challenging as you go, and sequentially there are different monsters that you will encounter. So thank you so much for tuning in so far. I appreciate everybody who's watched till the end.